my kindergarten families. So today I'm going to do a lesson recap of what we went over today. And so I'm just going to start out how we normally do what we start at the beginning of our lessons, and it's our gathering. So today we are going to be going over family. So this week we're going to switch from talking about friends and how to be a good friend to families, like family members, who's in our family. Do we have moms, dads, grandparents, aunts, and uncles? So this week we're going to be switching from friends to families. But for today we're going to start off with kind of finishing friendship. So our first question, I'm going to go to our slides, and slides right here. And our question that we went over was, how did you meet that friend? So let's think about a time we met a friend or a friend that you're still playing with. How did you meet them? I know my example, my best friend, I'm still friends with today. I met her in kindergarten. She was in the same class as I did. We had the same teacher, and we have been best friends ever since, till this day. And our own kids are really good friends with each other. So that's my example. Let's take time to put our thinking caps on, and let's think about how we met our friend. Was it at school, a playground, a birthday party, at a babysitter's house? You can meet your friend in any other ways. Please share with your family on how you met your friend. Next, now we're going to switch to who is in your family. So, like I said before, we just wrapped up friends, how we met our friends, how to be a good friend, what does a good friend look like, sound like, act like, how we met friends, how we play with each other, what not to do as a friend, and now we're going to switch gears to family. So our first question is, who is in your family? Please share to your siblings, to your parents, to your grandparents, on who is in your family. I know I have a mom, a dad, and I have an older brother and a younger sister. And then I also have my husband, and I have a son who's about to turn 7, and I have a 2-year-old daughter. So that's who is in my family. And once you're done sharing who's in your family, we're going to talk about our daily message. And our daily message looks a little different than our previous days. Because today, our daily message is a question. Piece of paper here. Here's a piece of paper. And our daily message is a question. What is a family? I'm going to underline family. Family is our key word today. We have this word and then we have another word. So our question is, what is a family? And our normal daily message are just statements. But today is a question. And how do I know it's a question? This punctuation right here. We normally see periods at the end of our daily message, but today it's a question mark. So this is how I know it's a question and how you read it. It's, what is a family? Because you read it a little different. I could say, what is a family? But that doesn't really tell me it's a question. What is a family? Because of the question mark. Well, let's ask us, what is a family? What does family mean? You may share with a family member. Everyone has a family. The members in each of our families might be different from other people's families, but they are still a family. A family cares about and cares for each member of that family. Myself, I have a family that I care for and love. But I also met so many other families being a teacher. I have seen foster families. I have seen big blended families coming together. I have met a family of just a mom. I have met a family of just a dad. I have met families that the grandparents are in charge in raising my students. So I have met so many different families, and they all love each other and that are there and supportive of one another. But sometimes families don't live in the same house, and that is okay. So I have aunts and uncles, they don't live with me in my house, but that is okay because they're still part of my family. So you might have a grandparent who might live in a different state. I know my husband's grandparents live in Florida, which is an amazing state to live in, but they're still part of our family. We just don't get to see them as often. I have cousins who live in a different state, and I get to see them during like Thanksgiving and Christmas, but they're still part of my family. There's also families called foster families, which is families taking care of children until their family is able to take care of them again. And then I've already talked about blended families, so it is okay. You see different types of families. Hi, Evelyn. My daughter. She wanted to say hi. So our other word for today is members. So we talked about family. Now we have the word members. What does the word members mean? Members. You might hear it together as family members. Members is when you belong to something. So you might have a membership to the gym. You belong to the gym. You might be a part of a team, like a soccer team, baseball team. You're a member of that team. And when you're a member from a family, you belong to that family. You love and care for that person and your entire family. So that's what members is. So you can write or draw a picture about using our two words today, family or member or both. Hey, baby. So now we're going to switch gears to rhyme time. I gotta switch back to our screen for rhyme time. A little slow right now. Hold on. Let me try one more time.
Family. A family is a group of people who are all close relatives. This family has 5 members: a father, a mother, a daughter, a son, and a grandmother.
So, family. Hey, look, we have a picture of a family eating dinner together, and then a team. You're members of the soccer team or baseball team, or if you play a sport. Oh, now here's our new rhyme. We have a new rhyme.
It's time to say a rhyme to tell you what we know. We'll say our rhyme on tippy toes. We'll say it way down low. We'll say our rhyme when sitting down. We'll say it as we go. Would you like to hear our rhyme? Tell us yes or no.
Yes, 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 yes. So here is our new rhyme.
Families are people who care for you. A family can be many, or only 2. Families are moms, dads, sisters, and brothers, aunts, uncles, grandparents, cousins, others. A family could be grandma and only you. Foster families, step families, they're families too. If you care for me and I care for you, we can be a kind of family too.
Yes, So families are different in many ways, and that is okay because you still love and care for each other and support one another. And that's what being a family is all about, okay? So now, since we just did our rhyme, I have a little activity. I'm going to say a couple words, and you're going to either do a thumbs up or a thumbs down to see if these words rhyme. So we're going to be practicing our rhyming, okay? So my first example is cat and hat. Those two words rhyme or they don't rhyme. Cat and hat. They do rhyme. The ending sounds is what you're listening for. Cat and hat. My next two words. Bee and me. Do bee and me rhyme? Thumbs up or thumbs down? Thumbs up. Great job. Bee and me do rhyme. Thumbs up. Yeah. What about the words rat and bird? Rat and bird. Do they rhyme? Thumbs up or thumbs down? Thumbs down. They do not rhyme. Rat and bird do not rhyme. What about mouse and house? Do mouse and house rhyme or they don't rhyme? Great job. They do rhyme. Mouse and house do rhyme. What about one more? Couch and car. Do couch and car rhyme? Thumbs up, thumbs up. Thumbs down. They do not rhyme. Great job, everybody. That was a great practice listening for ending sounds if they rhymed. So we are going to go over, we reviewed a little bit about the story, The Three Bears. I'm just going to quickly go through it because we have it on YouTube for you to listen to. So this is the story we've been reading, The Three Bears by Paul Golden. And there's only one name on the front cover, and it's because, why? Are they both the author and illustrator? Or it's just the author they decided to list, or the illustrator? You are right. It's both the author and the illustrator. That's why there's only one name on the front cover. Now we see a picture of the three bears. And I know just looking at the cover, it might have to do something. The story might have to be about bears. And I'm not sure what the bears are going to be about, but they look like a family. It looks like a little baby bear, maybe a mom and a dad. And look, the baby bear really likes his teddy bear. So let's open up and find out. And just looking at the first page, I know the story is going to take place in a forest. So the setting of our story is in a forest. So we are introduced to the family of bears. And we have these wooden bowls right here on a shelf. And in those bowls is porridge. The word porridge is different. Porridge is similar to like oatmeal. So it's very hot to eat when it's cooked. So while the bears were waiting for their porridge to cool down, they decided to go on a walk. And while they were away, this little girl, Goldilocks, popped up to the house, just peeping through the windows, peeping through the keyhole. Keyhole is different. That's a new word. Keyhole is not like where you put your keys in. You would think so, but on some front doors, you can have this itty bitty little hole on your front door so you can peep out the keyhole to see if someone's at your front door or not. If you know the person, you may answer. If you don't have to answer. So that's what some people have a keyhole for. Well, she peeped through it. She didn't see anybody home, so she decided to walk right in. And she comes to the bowl of porridges. Now, she's hungry and they smell delicious. So she decides to try them. Papa Bear's too hot. Mama's was too cold. Baby's Bear's was just right. So she decided to eat it all up. Next, she was tired because she wanted to try some chairs. So she tried Papa's, too hard. Mama's, too soft. Baby Bear's, just right. But when she was rocking and rocking and rocking, she broke the chair. That was not very nice of her. So after rocking and eating, decided to try their beds. Papa Bear's was too tall. Mama Bear's was too long. Baby Bear's was just right. She decided to take a nap. But while she was napping, the family of bears decided to come back and see if their porridge was cooled down to try to eat. But if you were the family of bears coming back to their house and you see your house a mess, how would you feel? Would you be happy or sad or angry when you see your house a mess? I would feel angry. So let's look at their facial expressions. Does Papa Bear look happy or angry? To me, he looks angry that somebody was eating his porridge. Mama Bear looks scared, looks shocked, like someone's been eating my porridge. But look at Baby Bear. He looks sad. Someone's been eating my porridge and they ate it all up. They go into the living room. Papa Bear kind of looks angry. His eyebrows look scrunched up, so someone's been sitting in my chair. Mama Bear looks shocked too, like someone's been sitting in my chair. Baby Bear looks so sad, looking at his chair and goes, someone's been sitting in my chair and they broke it. So sad. And you go upstairs. What happens? They see their bed's a mess. That's right. Papa Bear, someone's been sleeping in my bed. Mama Bear, someone's been sleeping in my bed. Baby Bear goes, someone has been sleeping in my bed and they're still there. Here's Goldilocks. Her one eye is open like she just woke up from the sound. How do you think she's feeling right now? Like waking up and she sees 3 big bears staring at her. How would you feel? That's right. I would have been like, oh no. I would have been shocked finding those big bears staring at me. So she jumps straight up, so scared, and jumps out the window and runs away. And the bears never saw her again. Do you think that was nice of Goldilocks to go into their house without permission? No, it was not. It's not being a good friend going into somebody's house without permission and then like eating their food and breaking their stuff and taking a nap in their beds. That's not nice, is it? No, it's not. All right, so we are going to flip to our journals. And we are still we are still in our journals, the nearest and dearest, day 6. Yesterday, if we did not get to our journals from day 5, I can also show that too. There's my journal, nearest and dearest. Let's start with day 5 because some of us got to it, some of us didn't. So day 5 yesterday was write about something that you like about one of your friends. So I drew a picture of myself and my best friend Brooke, and she is sharing her candy with me. So my sentence is, I like that Brooke shares her candy. And it was really hard for me to spell candy, so I just drew a picture of candy to represent that word. And then, of course, I added a period. So if you did not do day 5, you can do day 5 and 6 today, and that is perfectly fine. Write about something that you like about one of your friends. Then once you are done with that, you may pause the video so you can do that. Then once you are done with day 5, day 6 is today. Write about someone in your family. So my example is, I chose my son. So I drew a picture of me and my son. And I said, my son's name is Ricky. And of course, I ended with a period right here. And that is so true. This is my son, and his name is Ricky. So you may pause the video so you can do your picture and your sentence. When you are doing your journaling, make sure you are trying to sound out the sounds you hear in your words. And if you still can't spell those words, it is okay. You may draw a picture to help represent what you're trying to write, okay? Because we will get there. I'll help you spell all of the words, okay? All right, great job. Next, we're going to be doing math. So if we can get out your 2-7, today is 2-7. I'm going to share my screen. Today is 2-7. And make sure you put your names on it. It's very important to put your name on it so we know who it belongs to. All right, so on the front cover, you see there's a dot and little small dots of gray. So we have to trace it to make the number 0. So you start at the dot, go down, swoop back around, and make a 0. So practice that on the front cover to practice the number 0, because that's what we are doing today. Start at the blue, go down past the dots to the red line, and swoop back up. Once you are complete, open it up and find number 1, the number 1 star right here. In this tin, we see 3 pencils, but we have to make sure there's 3. So let's count them. 1, 2, 3. Now I know there's 3 pencils, and we have to practice tracing the number 3. Start at the dot, go out and around here, and then go out and around here. Practice that 2 more times. When we go to the next tin, are there any pencils in here? No, there's not. There's no pencils. So that means there are 0 pencils in the tin. So this is the number 0. Yesterday we did, if there was no fruit on my plate, we didn't color any of the rectangles in. So now we have to write the number 0. So go down, out, around, and up again. Down, out, around, up again. And it kind of looks like a big O. Once you're done with that, let's move on. 2, 3. All right. Is there any of the bouncy balls in my box? No, there's no bouncy balls in my box. So it is 0. So we have to write the number 0. Out and around, back again. Out and around, back again. Take your time, and it looks like a big O. Number 4. Let's count the bouncy balls. Let's see how many are in here. 1, 2. So let's write the number 2. I like to do the dot trick. 3 dots. This dot on top of this dot. So we go, start at this dot and go out, swoop to that dot. And then we have to put a kickstand so our 2 doesn't fall over. Out to the red, swoop to the red. Bottom line. Out, swoop, back again. Great job. Once you are done with that, you may put that away. For homework, we are going to be reading Families Together. I'm going to have a separate video for that. Reading it just this. You have your math counting caterpillars to complete, and then you have your sentence using family or family members, writing or drawing a picture using those new words, and then your journals. Since we are done today, this is what we went over today. If you need any help, please have your parents message me on Dojo or email me anytime you need extra help, okay? So great job today. You guys worked so hard. I'll see you tomorrow on Zoom. Bye.